Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you like what you see, go ahead and shoot me a comment or like or subscribe. I'd love to hear whatever you guys might have, any tips for what I'm doing. I'm a new investor, and so I'm always looking for new things that I can learn from you guys as well as what I'm trying to learn right now on my own. So let's get started today with my portfolio. You'll have to clip this out.
I will. I'll edit it.
Okay.
So don't worry about too many
So
breaks.
right now what I'm doing is I have been pretty steadily up with my stock portfolio. My Tesla has actually been carrying me a little bit. I'm doing pretty well on that. I'm up $312. There's no dividend on that. That's kind of more of my growth style stock. So that's one of the ones that I'm weighing heavily in because I believe where they're going. I think that the Tesla truck that's coming out is going to give them more forward momentum going up this summer, as well as whenever they obtain Maxwell batteries, that's going to continue to drive them up further. And I really believe, from other YouTubers of what I've heard and from what my personal beliefs are, that their stock evaluation is, half of what it should be. They should be in the six, maybe 700s of value. So we'll just have to see what that has entailed, but I think it could be worth somewhere along the lines of an Amazon. So we'll just have to see. Taylor Brands is a new one that I just started to invest in actually today and yesterday. I did start to get a little bit of dividends from it. I've seen a couple of videos about this one being a good possible brand for the future. It's had a lot of a rocky slope similar to Tesla, but I do have faith in it. It does have a dividend, so it's adding to my dividend portfolio. I'm a little bit of half with my portfolio strategy right now. I really want to get those growth stocks to push me up to 40 to 100,000, and then I can start transitioning more so into dividend growth and some growth stock. After that, I have Panasonic. Now that Panasonic is severing their deal sort of with Tesla, now that Elon Musk has openly said that that Panasonic was the reason why they weren't able to in quarter four of 2018 keep up with the production of the Model 3s. They have since started to transition and have signed a contract with Toyota, and I know Toyota has a great reputation, and they had the Toyota Prius. So if they can bring that battery technology with them, then that's going to go ahead and give Toyota more share. I also do work with M1 Finance, and I have a link down in the description below, as well as my Robinhood if you'd like a free stock from Robinhood, or if you'd like to get $10 for free from M1 Finance. My links are in the description below. But Panasonic, I see them going, making that partnership with Toyota, and I see it going up and up from there. My next stock is going to be Nordstrom. Nordstrom, I believe they manage some malls, and they do have a good dividend. Now they are always trying to expand, and right now shopping is a huge thing. I believe Nordstrom does stuff with some of the higher retail brands like Coach and such. So that's always something that people are going to be wanting to buy. That higher tier of income earners. All right, and that is one of my dividend investments as well. And I'm just kind of trying it out for my little 3-month investment period, just kind of see where it goes, and we'll just have to see from there. I also have Switch, which has been another good return for me. It is a decent dividend player, but they're in information technologies, and so with that mass storage and with the data processing that's going on right now, every company like that and Iron Mountain with data storage, which I'll get into later in this video, is going to be companies that are more so on the up and up. All right, now let's move into Horizon. Horizon Technology Finance is also one of my dividend payers, and they basically form securities and their provision of capital for certain companies, life science, healthcare information, and services. So I don't see those sort of like information services being mitigated or disappearing at any time. Next, I have my Iron Mountain, which does pay a pretty good dividend, and they are an up and coming company for the information and management solutions. So, got to have some dividends, and the more that I can diversify my dividend portfolio between data storage and maybe some growth stocks. I know I'm going to do Apple at some point because they're just starting to get into the dividend game. I originally had some Ford and some other stocks that I saw the dividends were there, but I didn't really see the backing of the company. I didn't like the progression. I saw other people moving into their space and starting to take that market share, and so I didn't really want to continue to invest in a company that's not going to be the number one or number two in their area. Okay, I also invest in Verizon Wireless. And Verizon, I think they're one of the top competitors in their space. It's between them and AT&T, and they're going to be duking it out. But there's more and more use with this, with cell phones, and 5G is coming out. So I think that I can just sit there and soak the dividends with these, and the share price is just going to continue to go up, no matter whether we have a recession or no matter if everything's fine. Same thing. I have my AT&T shares. I'm up $14 on that. These are really small numbers for now, but I'm sure they're going to continue to go up, and I don't keep a negative earners inside my portfolio. I will cost average down and buy down whenever the price goes down, but really I try to rebalance my portfolio in used funds that are progressing or that I see possibility to progress. Next, I have Kimco Realty. This one is a nice dividend earner. I've also gotten another $5 from this share. It's not a huge dividend portfolio of mine, but it's continually growing. Maine is one of my favorite dividend earners. I do get good gains off of Main Street Capital. I believe they're another investment firm, and so I bought this about 2 years ago, kind of when I started playing with the market with Robinhood and such, and they've consistently had good earnings, good gains, and their dividends have been steady. My next is Gladstone Capital. This one is my highest, by far, favorite dividend earner. They have the highest. It's monthly. The one thing that I don't like about this stock is the PE ratio is a little high. I'd like it to be below 50%, just so that they have growth to start paying their investors more and more. But it still gives me a good dividend, and I've got a total return of $7 on it, not including my dividends, but my most recent dividend is $2.52. And that's a monthly dividend, and I'll get about $3 every month from that stock. All right, my next one is Good. This is also Gladstone Commercial. If you notice a trend here, a lot of these are Gladstone investment groups, and they do offer good returns, and a lot of them are monthly. So this is another one of the reasons why I like investing in these, because they have a solid portfolio. They do pay me dividends, an 8.37% dividend, and it's also an investment group, and that's doing pretty good. I also have Pfizer. This is one that I've kind of like in the beginning stages. It's a healthcare company. They do pay good dividends. I've seen from other YouTubes and such. I am plus $1.72 on it, and I have started to receive some dividends, and we'll just have to see how that plays out for the next couple of months. Next, I got some Bank of America. The main reason why I kind of got interested in Bank of America was because Bill Gates is one of the main investors in this stock, and year over year he's been able to maintain over 20% averaging on his stock investment portfolio. And if he sees something in Wells Fargo, Bank of America, things like that, the banks are too big to fail, and he's getting a good return. I've gotten $17 so far from Bank of America, and I'm starting to receive dividends, so I have nothing but great things to say, and thank you, Bill Gates, because this one's on you. All right, my next one is iRobot. I do see iRobot as like an up-and-coming company. They do have the new lawn mowing vacuum that's coming, and they've been really hit by the trade wars with China. So I'm just looking forward to them taking off and increasing, maybe doubling and or tripling in their value. I think they were in the share price of like $120, and now they're only $63. But I'm up $2.52 on that, and that one is not a dividend payer for me. That's more the growth that I'm looking for as well. And then I also have Facebook as well. I know that they have a lot of possibility with this Libra that's coming out, and Facebook is into stuff, owns Instagram, and I don't see any of those platforms leaving anytime soon. They own that space, and they will continue to own that space, and they add revenue throughout any sort of recession or any sort of economy, the downturn that may happen. I see Facebook as being there, and they're the only competitor. So I'm up $2.95 on Facebook, and that's it for my dividend portfolio today. If you guys have any questions or you guys have any comments on any stocks that I can change, or any other stocks that you would recommend me do or do more research into, I would really appreciate if you leave it in the comments below. Also, if you guys have any other investment platforms that are really advantageous for people who don't know really a whole lot about trading and want to do it on that free basis, let everyone know in the comments below. And thank you guys. Have a good one.